family. Welcome back to another Astro Bro podcast talk show. Um, we can just give you guys a reaction to the All-Star weekend so far. We know the All-Star game is tonight, but we had some events last night that proved to be pretty interesting. I'll say that for now. But hey, before we start and get into it, let me see how the Astro Bros doing and how the week went just briefly. So we can start with you, Hakeem. How's life, man?
My life is good. The week was good. All-Star weekend. I don't know, not so good, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Looking forward to the All-Star game this week, tonight. So
Yeah.
hopefully that's exciting.
Nice, nice. How you doing, Rayvon?
I'm doing pretty good.
It's been a week.
It's been a while. We back at it again. You know how it is. I'm looking forward to talk about this. I don't even know this bad showing that the All Star weekend has put forward so far. Um,
Seems like a circus, in my opinion.
but who knows? The All Star game tonight can make up for it.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean,
Hopefully.
we actually got stars on the All-Star side, so um, hopefully something can happen. Sorry, people, we can dive right into it. We're not going to even like let up on these on what happened in the All-Star um weekend so far. So let me start with the 3-point shootout because it was mediocre in my opinion. Like it wasn't that exciting. Nobody really had any great runs that I will say. Um, we used to Steph now, like just destroying people. I don't know what you guys think. Tell me what you guys think about that 3-point shootout.
Let
I
Hakim go
feel like
first.
I feel like it wasn't bad.
Mhm.
I know it took a while for the guys to get started. It got progressively better after every shooter. I would say I had my money on Carl Anthony Towns,
Mhm.
and he delivered.
Yeah.
And the reason why I chose him, well, he's been great all season. But when you look at his technique in the actual contest, he's not jumping, he's not leaping much off the floor. He's barely getting off the floor, and it's everything was in the wrist. So he looked. Once he made it to the finals, I feel like he had a good chance just in terms of energy levels.
Mhm.
But overall, it wasn't too bad. That was actually one of the more entertaining events for the night. But it was decent. It was decent. It was decent. It was decent.
All right, interesting. What do you think, Rayvon?
I think that was the best event for the night. Truthfully, it's sad to say.
Yeah,
Like one of
yeah.
the most simple events there is was the best event for the night. Um, I have my money on Cat for sure. You know who it is,
Yeah,
Timberwolves.
yeah.
That's for sure.
Timberwolves.
Yeah. And he delivered. He said all week, all leading up to the time, that he can prove people wrong, and he coming to
You
win
didn't think Luke
as a
Kennard
win.
had a chance?
Yeah, I think Luke Kennard had a chance because he come out on fire. Luke Kennard had me a
Yeah,
little bit scared for a
he had a
second.
good run.
Yeah,
Yeah, he had a good first run.
he's one of them men that could get hot at any moment. So like when he get hot, he can stay on. I feel like breaking down some of the other guys that were shooting. Zach Levine was horrible.
Yeah, he
Um,
was. He was actually. That was surprising. That was
yeah,
actually very surprising.
but as you see, like CJ McCollum was a good example of somebody that was using the legs a lot and got tired coming on to the end.
Yeah.
Like Cat had that advantage of the fact that he doesn't shoot,
Yeah.
he barely jumps. Even he sometimes never
Yeah.
jump at all to shoot the
Yeah.
ball. So and the same thing with Buddy Hield too. Buddy Hield won his like a couple years ago, and he's a shooter that he barely jumps off the ground. He
Yeah.
stays pretty much on the
Because
ground for most
because
of the shot.
there is like it's six racks, if I'm not mistaken, right? And it's like
Yeah,
six by five.
five.
So
Well,
yeah. So
It's
it's like
five rats, and then the
five
two
racks
money, the two
and
pinju
two money
balls.
balls,
Yeah,
two Jew balls.
yeah,
So it's like and one is a money rack, and
yeah.
that coming on to the end of those guys, that's a lot of jumping, bro. Like
Hmm.
back to back for all different angles. What was surprising, a lot of guys were not making their money shots.
Yeah,
And yeah, had the Jew ball. I don't know if the Jew ball was further out, but it's like the guys didn't have range like they were.
but
They were
I feel like what contributes to that is the fact that most of the guys kept the money balls at the end. Um,
some of them, yeah, majority
yeah,
of them.
and that was the time where they was getting most fatigue. So it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
when missing
exactly.
almost all
I
the money
found,
balls and things like that wasn't a smart way to approach it in my
yeah,
head.
I think Cat had his in the middle. I think
Yeah,
his money ball was straight on the middle,
yeah,
which was pretty smart in my opinion. Like
yeah.
to me, the middle would be the easiest, but
No, but it isn't.
but
Actually, the middle isn't easiest, but because that's how he plays. Many Timber's playing, that's where he shoot
pick and
most
roll.
of his trees
Yeah,
from.
yeah,
Yeah, so that's beneficial for him because that's his most familiar shot. I would say he don't shoot from any of the other spots in the court as often as at the top of the key,
but
at the
still
top of
won
the
it.
tree. Yeah,
So did he? So were the other guys off, or he just was the he was the guy you would say?
Um, I think the guys. I think it's a bit of both, because at the
Mm.
end of the day, he still put up the highest score in the finals of a 3 point contest, which is the 29 points. He could have easily had that 31 if that last money ball had dropped in on the last right on the right wing, but it didn't turn out to be that way. So it is what it is. But the other guys were absolute garble. They didn't provide much excitement. As you see, like the battle wasn't close. The man was barely hitting 20s. Like
Yeah, yeah.
guys
Paddy
with
a lot 18s and
yeah
16s.
like
I think Paddy Mills had 20, right?
yeah,
I
he
think
had
Paddy
like
Mills had like
21
20.
or 20
Yeah.
21 or something like that. So
Let me talk about Van Vliet for a shot.
Oh
the
yeah.
man had decided the bat where he could not believe it.
That was surprising. That was surprising. I
Yeah,
was like, whoa. I was like,
That was
whoa.
that's
atrocious.
not a good start
He
at
did.
all.
He did.
Yeah.
He didn't end up in a bad. He didn't end up bad, was he? What was it? What did he
He ended
finish
up in the
with?
teens, I presume. I think he did end up in the
Mm.
teens. But
Like
it started,
seen them.
yeah, but it started like that. That's tough to come back from, boy.
It is, but it is. But
Honestly,
Zach Levine was the
the
worst.
yeah. Honestly though, I think the way how basketball has evolved in terms of 3 point shooting and the skill to make 3 point shots, I think 25 should at least be the least right now, in my opinion. Like that should be the benchmark, and then anything above that is game on. But I guess we still in the high teens, low 20s in a 3 point contest, which
But
is to me
it,
disappointing.
Uh,
this year was strange. I don't know. This year was strange.
yeah, I feel
I
like
felt
you're.
like there weren't any major high profile 3 point shooters. I mean, outside of Cat, Trae Young was relatively new, but he's not known for 3 point to be the 3 point god. But I found there were many high profile players in three
But,
point contests like this year.
but
I mean,
I can't
relatively
say.
speaking,
Yeah, that's very
Bean,
relative because.
they had Desmond Bean.
But
I mean, the percentages are high, but it's not like they're known players being clutch for years. He's having a good season this year, but he's not. He's been historically known to be like, bam, bam, I'm that guy.
but Desmond being only in his second year, bro, and I would say Trey Young is
That's
known
why
to be
to make it.
Trey Young is known to be a shooter, but to me he don't shoot that great of a percentage because he shoots so much and from so far. like
Mhm.
Zach Levine is a shooter too, but like this is not the first time he do the 3 point contest and
Yeah,
he wasn't
I'm surprised.
successful.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised
Um,
this year.
like all those
But
anybody
Desmond Bean, you were given his second year. He clearly choked up. He clearly. I found these guys were rushing it too early,
Trey
trying to find their
Young,
rhythm.
Trey
Trey
Young
Young, he was
specifically.
more off, but he adjusted his rhythm quite
Yeah,
well later
yeah,
on
yeah,
in
he
the
did.
first round.
He did.
But most of the guys were like shooting off like extremely fast,
Mhm.
missing. But I think one guy almost got a zero in the first round. Bro, I was like, whoa, bro, whoa, come on, bro. But these guys were rushing it. I think they were just rushing, and then a lot of guys who was actually Luke Kennard was surprising. Although if he finished 28, he actually was jumping forward, and he had to come back and reset
Yeah, yeah,
after every
yeah.
single jump, which was quite impressive.
More
But the guys,
exhausting. Yeah.
but he made it.
Yeah.
But those guys rhythm was too off. Only thing, and climatic, I think, although I won the car, I think those to win. He went first in the finals, and he might get 29.
Yeah.
Like after that, I was like,
Yeah. Like nobody
anyway,
ain't
with
come
the
out.
beat,
Yeah.
yeah, you know what? He should have gone last or at least second, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you guys think the best strategy is when it comes to the 3 point shootout?
Um, I think first of all, if you're not a big jumper when you're shooting, that's an advantage, and Cat show that that's some that advantage that you could have. Making sure that you could let him the ball on the side that you that you shooting on. So like if he's a right hand shooter, it probably easier to collect from right to left rather than from left to right because then you still gotta fix it when you collect it with your left hand. You don't shoot it with your left hand, so easier to
Yeah.
collect it with your right and shoot it with your right one time.
Yeah.
And I think putting your money ball not on the last rack don't really make much sense because if
Mhm.
you was a jump shooter then you can be tired by the time you get here. You gotta use your legs still, so you put it somewhere earlier. And if you want to use it on the corner, let you money ball. It's tough to let it to be first ball, but I would maybe put it like at one of the right rings or right or left wings. Above it's called above the break. Um,
I actually thought that the money ball should be your sweet spot.
yeah,
So
that's that like that alone. Too.
It's supposed to be
Yeah,
the best spot.
yeah,
But I
yeah,
think they should put. I mean, relatively speaking, they put it. A lot of people put it last because that is their best kind of best or like that's like a bit of savior, like see to set the pace. You know, all right, this is the last rack. Let me get myself together. But I think realistically, they should put the money ball in between somewhere in the middle, like maybe like either the penultimate one or like their last one in somewhere in the middle. But to have it first is no, because you need that obviously makes no sense to have it first. So
yeah.
I get your rhythm first, catch your rhythm. Second one's still a little risky, but definitely anything from the third rack and on is fair game.
I think the
But
reason why they
but
chose the
but
corner
but
though.
just not last though.
Yeah.
last it varies, but you gotta know, like, if you're a jump shooter, like you're elevating, that's having it last is a little tough. I would say
Mhm.
the best strategy is to, if you are a major jump shooter, because they think obviously the shorter guys like 6'1", etc. are gonna
Yeah.
be leaping a lot more because they have to leap over the players when or at least get elevated when they're shooting ball. I think they should at least try to not jump as like not elevate as much to conserve energy, be as efficient, so you have enough time to get every single shot off, and hopefully you have to rush it, build a rhythm, and keep it going. I think that's the
Yeah.
strategy you should really approach the game with.
And to pace themselves too. Like you don't need to shoot every single ball to get the maximum points. You just need to score as many as possible. Um,
And
obviously,
should capitalize
yes,
on the ball too.
yeah. All the like special balls are whatever, but logically, the more you shoot, the more chance you have to score points. But at the same time, if you rush it, then you're still knocking off that chance of scoring points. So we move on to the dunk contest though. Um, I don't even want to comment on it. Anybody want to start?
That was a snooze fest, bro. I was just watching it. Like, I was actually watching it, and as I was looking at television, many times I got up and be like, no way, make the dunk, bro. I was like, no. I felt embarrassed for some of the guys, especially Jalen Green. I was like, come on, son. You got like 10 tries, B.
Yeah, he was
I was like,
atrocious. Like
that was
that was the most disturbing thing to watch. And you know, like you
yeah,
could feel the crowd just getting cool.
yeah.
And
It's
that's when
like
he did conversing with the man that's supposed to be passing. No, he should have just got somebody different to throw the ball properly because clearly the man wasn't
yeah.
throwing the ball properly in the first place.
I was surprised that's his teammate from childhood. I'm like,
Yeah,
they should know the chemistry.
exactly.
But to me, after this, if you can get it a second try, you should
Just do
change
stand
it.
out. Yeah, just do
Change the
stand out.
dunk, bro.
Just don't you
Is that the
saw.
guys? Is that the guys came with a strategy where I don't think they were filling out the room
Mm-mm.
in terms of, okay, this guy got a low 38 for the first dunk, a 40. I don't have to overdo it because I they wants to get in the final. Once you make it the finals, that's good. Let me do something pretty good that I can make, but it doesn't have to be spectacular. Let me get a whole of 45 because 45 would have been 2 45s would have been good to get in the final. Let me do something simple. But the guys went for this extravagant dunks, and I felt like they weren't practiced. I don't know if they put a lot of time or effort into this.
Extravagant?
The guy Jalen Green who's going for an extravagant dunk. If he had made it, it would have been probably
That's
maybe a
probably
50.
just one extravagant dunk. From the
If he
dunks
had
that I
if
see
he
was
made
a
that dunk,
bunch of windmills.
nah.
Like,
Yeah,
Not so man.
Obi topping
Yeah,
that.
I
He
think
was
yeah,
he deserved to win. He
yeah,
was the best.
he was the best person
Yeah,
out of the
yeah, he was the
he was
best
the
there
best of
to
the
win.
yeah,
trash
but that's
because
only
that's what you
one
could call
man.
it.
But that's only one man. All the rest of the guys was all I was
Yeah.
saying honestly was windmill. Some variation through the leg windmill. I don't know, spin round windmill. It was just a bunch of windmills in my opinion. And
I feel like the guys didn't put in a
like,
lot of work. I don't know what
yeah,
happened this
like
year.
the creativity was low. Like I
Not
ain't seen
not
nothing unique.
not nah. I can't say that
Um,
for Obi Topping. Obi
Oh,
Topping.
Obi Toppin was
but you
pretty
want to talk
impressive.
about one man? I ain't talking about he. I
But he's
talking
the
about
winner.
But he's the
winner
winner.
though.
So I just
But
saying
yes.
it's
like
only four. It's only four
And
guys.
and I agree that he deserved to win. But from what I see from the general feel, the creativity was low. Like nobody really came in with something that's unique. No, not much props. You know, like past years, like Dwight Howard, put on the Superman suit or whatever. People bring cars.
They were a
You know
lot
what
of
I mean? Like
showmanship.
yes. So I mean, it was dry.
yeah.
It
Well,
was
Anthony,
dry.
I don't know if these guys took the time to really prepare and think
Yeah.
of their dunks.
I
Now,
agree.
it is difficult to come year after year and have something new, right? If we be honest. And the more high-profile dunkers, so on, so they're on the teams. Like that was Zach Levine already won the contest, but the guys of his caliber don't want to risk injuries in the dunk contest, especially if they're on a team that has championship aspirations. But a lot of these dunkers are in-game dunkers. A lot of the type of dunks you saw is about like Van Mills, which you saw between the legs.
Mhm.
But I felt like the guys, Cole Anthony and Jalen Green, were going for extravagant dunks that they just could not pull off. I don't know what was the reason. They were jet lag. They're tired, not feeling the party too hard the night before. But these guys, if they were able to make those dunks, I think it would have been a different vibe. But they just couldn't make it. I don't know. I don't know what's the reason for it. But they should have been realized, had enough, things to say, you know what? After my second try, let me switch this shit up. Let me switch it up.
Yeah.
Because this ain't working. The crowd was like, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar left early. He left during he had Jalen Green's attempts. He was like, nah, This and that. I man,
Yeah.
pack it up.
I guess with it.
Shot was disappointed
The
too
shot face
because
had me crying. The
he,
shot face had me crying.
he could probably dunk better right now. Like real thing.
yeah,
But it wasn't. It was not the best. But I must still give the flowers to Obi Toppin.
Yeah,
I think he overall he was definitely the right man to win.
yeah.
He wouldn't have won. Obviously, Zach Levine, Aaron Gordon, those Derek Jones Jr. in
But
those years are those type of caliber
man,
players.
I can't. I don't want to go back to that time, but I just don't think Derrick Jones Jr. had anything super creative that he did. And to me, he didn't deserve to win that dunk contest against Aaron
He didn't
Gordon.
deserve to. He didn't deserve to win it, but he deserved. But only because Aaron Gordon was so special.
Yeah,
But anybody else, I think he would have won it. Like that was
but
he
I
dunked
feel
well.
like everything that he do was just a truly lies dunk. I ain't trying to go back there, but
A,
it was
a bit,
just
a bit, yeah, a
yeah,
bit, yeah,
everything, every
yeah.
single thing that he do was truly lies. Every single dunk. If you go back and watch that dunk contest, maybe
Zach Levine
except for
too.
one,
You could say Zach Levine did something too.
man, no,
He just did his from various angles, but everything was through the legs to a certain extent.
that's not so. If you watch over,
same thing
you
Yeah,
will
that I
see that he
saying
do.
tonight. Everything was
You
only
will see
mill
that
to a certain extent.
Zach Levine do behind the back stuff and all sorts of things. Watch it again, cause I
I
watched
watched it
him. I
today.
watched him highlights this
I watched it
morning.
today. I mean,
Yeah,
I watched it today. He
I
did
watched
one
it today too.
he did two from the free throw line, around the free throw line, that all went between his legs.
That's
He
not
did
so.
one
He
from
did a
he did
windmill.
one
He did a windmill
or
from the free throw line.
he did one windmill. Yeah, he did one windmill. He went from the side of the corner of the court. He came back, he ran on, did one between his legs. I think they did reverse layup. I think it was a backward dunk
Behind the back, reverse.
behind the
Layup.
head. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. But I don't know, huh? So this dunk. The fact we talking about the Warriors,
Yeah, exactly. That's what he is
It's
it's a
saying.
testament
it
to how
shows you
bad
that
it is.
yeah, this year was just and anybody who was watching it for the first time, and I'm like honestly, I was hyping. I was with some of my friends. I was hyping up the dunk contest. Like it's about to be lit. Everybody and some people they never really watched it before, so I hyping them up and they're looking for it. And then like 5 minutes into it, I'm like, it's normally not like this. It's normally a little better. It's normally a little better. Okay, this bear with me. We see something special in the finals. Let's wait and see. But it wasn't that good. Cole Anthony was more of a showman, but
He just
he
can't
couldn't make his
execute.
dunks.
Yeah.
And I don't know if the Tim's had bricks in him or something, but Matt could have elevated.
That's the only one that he actually got to do properly.
Yeah. To
After
knock on,
all them
I've
trials.
actually never seen a contest before the guys actually completing the dunk. I was
Yeah.
like in shock.
Yep.
But
Yeah, it is what it is. It was garbage this year, to be honest. Let me move on to the Rising Stars game though. How you guys feel about that performance? Like,
Rising Stars, truthfully, it don't ever be exciting. I barely watched clips of it. It wasn't nothing really big. It did change the format a little bit. So what happened is you had four
Yeah,
teams. You had four
yeah.
teams.
Coached by four
By yeah,
some
like
top
four
75
legendary
players.
four legendary players. The makeup of the teams are first year and second year players. Um,
As I think a G League, I think some G League players
yeah,
on
and you
there
had
as
some
well.
G League players in this time. This is
The
the first time
The
that
G League stars,
yeah.
I would say.
Uh, it was okay. The first round of games went to 50, so it was like a first to 50 points. So it wasn't timed or anything like that, just points. And then the winners of that would play against each other. The winners of those would play against each other in the first to 25. Um, who's his name? The team with Cade Cunningham and Evan Mobley came out on top.
Yeah, they won.
Uh,
Yeah,
they were the winners. That's basically it. It was okay. It was very okay.
yeah,
Very bland.
it was okay. It wasn't. I watched like two of the games,
Yeah.
two of the three, two of the four, I should say, and oh yeah, two of the three. Sorry, and it was just. I watched the finals, which is a good thing, and I watched the match between Lamelo, Isaiah. It was like no, I can't remember it was Barry's team and who else was against, but the team with Lamelo Ball
hmm
versus was it Anthony Edwards?
Yeah.
No, not
I
him.
think
It was Anthony Edwards'
I
team.
think I ain't sure. I can't remember if they end up meeting.
I can't remember
Yeah.
the players, but Lamelo's team's lost. What was
Yeah.
surprising? Lamelo had two chances to put the other team to bed. It was Cade Cunningham's team actually.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
Lamelo versus Cade Cunningham,
Yeah.
and Lamelo had like two chances to put the game to bed, and I think he airball one, and he missed the other one. I was like, jeez. I don't think you guys were taking it seriously, to be honest. But to be honest, he's also in the AllStar game tonight, so
Mhm.
He
Yeah, he
probably
probably
like,
just chilling. Yeah.
I ain't doing too much, guys.
Yeah.
This is we in kindergarten right now. I gonna play with the big boys.
It's true.
He might not get played tonight.
Nah,
Nah,
Don't
he
get me
get
wrong.
paid
he
for
ain't get
sure.
play. He ain't get play.
Nah,
He ain't
I
get
just
play.
kidding. Just kidding. So speaking of the game tonight, the actual All-Star game, you guys got any high hopes for that?
Yeah,
That normally is good. Yeah, that normally is good. It's
I
hard.
got even more high hopes
Yeah,
because of how trash everything else was. Like,
yeah. I would say
The bar low right now, right?
yeah, the
So
bar hella low.
Boy,
I,
Lolo. But Adam Silver must be saying Adam Silver must be having a talk with the guys. Yo, guys, we got up the level.
Yeah.
Ratings down, we got up the level. It's not on my watch. We ain't going on. So come on, guys. We having LeBron, KD, motivate your players. We having a great game tonight. I do expect to see a great game. To be honest, I'd be very surprised if it isn't.
yeah.
All the stars that come out. I mean, I think LeBron and KD are not playing. I don't think James is playing either. But there's still enough talent on the court that we're gonna have a great show. You know, Giannis comes for the MVP every single year.
You know,
He's gonna come out hard.
Giannis don't stop playing hard. Giannis.
He does not, which is surprising. You know, like man, like it's almost like everybody's playing at 80%. My man still playing 110. I'd be
Yeah.
like, bro, it's just an all-star game, you know. But he takes it very seriously, so he's gonna be coming out pretty strong. I think Demar has something to prove too. He's been an all-caliber player right now, so it's exciting. I'm really excited to see how it's gonna go down.
Yeah, man. Same here.
I'm excited for the matchups as well too.
So, who you guys got
Still,
to win?
yeah. I was gonna ask if Hakim still had the West to win.
For sure, bro. Still like best.
Well, LeBron, Team LeBron.
Yeah.
Team
Well,
LeBron-led team is a well-coached team.
Wait, who coach? Wait, LeBron? Le coach.
Le coach, le coach, le GM, and le coach.
Oh my god.
Draft the players, I know he ain't coach the players.
Sounds like LeBron to me. I can go. I can go Team LeBron too. Like I feel like they got a pretty good team.
yeah.
Offensively,
Then
that's
got
for
a
sure.
lot of big bodies too,
I feel like KD got a team with a lot of big bodies.
and then
More
got
so.
Steph, so you could drain some buckets on the outside.
Like KD
But-
team, KD team got. I think KD team got more length. So if it comes down to a defensive game, I feel like KD team should win. But I go with LeBron. I think LeBron team should be more fun.
Nice. But that's yeah. I feel like it can be fun right through, like from
Yeah,
from the
is the format,
showmanship in the first half up to the competitiveness
Yeah.
in the second half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
is the format still like first to like last? I think it was like the 150. Or
I think it
140?
depends on where the score is at the time or something like that. I can't remember
Okay.
the exact thing. But yeah, the last quarter is no time. Is about a certain amount of points.
Yeah,
So I think that's what they can do. This again. So that part I feel like Team Durant should be up in there in that section, if anything.
honestly, but I would say yeah, definitely KD's team is much bigger.
Yeah.
I mean, LeBron team almost has no defense. Well, Jared Allen by himself, Jared Allen by himself is pretty good though. Like lucky for him. But in terms of big men, Giannis and Jared Allen got pull a lot of weight.
Yeah. Like
I don't know. The
Team
man's so
Durant
small.
got bare defensive players.
So it's gonna be interesting. But hopefully, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
So I do see LaMelo.
Game of chess, it seems like attacking versus defense.
In terms of reserves, at least.
Yeah.
The all-star, the starting team is pretty
Pretty balanced.
well balanced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I expect this. Who you got for the MVP?
I got
Giannis?
Giannis.
Anybody
That's a
else?
question.
I feel I can't feel Giannis can't get. You know, third. It's his third time in a row, right?
My dark horse would be Tatum.
Tatum.
Interesting Tatum. But that's a dark
I-
horse, so
Yeah.
that's far fetched. So
Yeah.
I going with a young guy. So I going with my dark horse to be.
you going Trae Young?
Every time you LaMelo ball, I scream.
I actually want to still LaMelo ball. I actually want to still LaMelo ball, but he's not a starter. I don't feel he's gonna get as much play. So I'm gonna go with Ja Morant. But then again, but then again, they can't give it'd be unlikely to give the MVP to a player who's on a losing team. So we may gonna go with Giannis again. I'm gonna go
It
Giannis. Giannis or DeMar.
is Giannis be in an hour. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't see
It's
anybody else that can play
Giannis.
as hard as Giannis. Truthfully,
Yes, we.
like that, I being that serious. I can't think about
But
anybody
I
else on
feel,
this
but that's
list.
the thing. I feel like the guys and say, you know what? And on KD's team,
Hmm.
we are not letting Giannis dominate. We're not letting Giannis get MVP again. Not on my watch,
But
guys.
if that's the case, then
Can't work.
if that's the case, if I had to pick somebody from Durant team to win it, would be Embiid then.
And I don't think he's gonna play many high minutes. To me, it'd be unwise for him to play high minutes.
Yeah, it'd be on ways, but
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna do it. If he's smart, if he's the agent, his coach gonna be telling him, and be sticking to about maybe 15 minutes. Maybe we ain't going a
We
little
can
bit.
stroll up and down the court.
We ain't going past 15 minutes. Hit a couple
Yeah.
threes, maybe a layup or two, but a dunk or two, but. We ain't play high minutes. We got a championship. We got a James Harden. We won't go for this
that's true.
championship, my guy.
They want
So
to get
yeah, I'd be
get
very
started.
surprised. And I'd be unfortunate, knock on wood, if he gets injured in the All-Star game. That'd be like, James Harden would gotta be like, why me? What have I done? What have I done?
Yeah, I agree though. But is Giannis all the way for the MVP? Everybody else could come second in MVP, but hey, it is what it is. So we will definitely look out for the All-Star game. Be interested to see what happens there. Let me talk about predictions for the week. Basketballing can start until what, Thursday? So
yeah.
we got a few games that we could take a look at and that you guys can get involved in
Wait, before you go
on
on,
Instagram and
we
what's
got a
not.
question
Yeah,
about the
go ahead.
skills challenge from
Yeah, the skills.
Saturday.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I don't know if you guys got to watch it. I watched pieces of it.
I haven't though.
It was it was an interesting format. It was a lot longer than it used to be. So what it used to be before it just you guys would it used to be like bigs versus guards.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they would just run through the little obstacles, do a layup, run
Yeah.
back down the other side to the same obstacles, and do a three.
Yeah,
Oh, you got pass, yeah.
highlighting your passing
Yeah,
skills,
yeah.
and your free throw skills,
Yeah.
and basically shooting skills.
Yeah. But what they do, they kind of split it up this time. Um, yeah, they had teams of three, and this time they had rookies, the team from the Cavs, a three team from the Cavs, which is Darius Garland, Jared Allen, and Evan Mobley, and then they had who was the other team? Anthony Kumpo brothers, which was funny
Really?
because when it comes down to the shooting, they may hit a shot.
Really?
They may hit a shot. Yeah, I had this like hybrid format where it would where it incorporated the scene like running through the obstacles and what's not. And so they had a hit of like a floater, they missed all. Yeah, they had three chances to hit each shot. So all three of them miss all three floaters, come on the other side, miss all three 3-point shots. It was it was kind of sad, truthfully. Um, but the rookies did pretty good. They were struggling at the start with the first challenge, which was like shooting from different spots on the court. Everybody had to go through it, and the Cavaliers team with Darius Garland and those guys end up being the victors in the end at the end. So that was good to see. But yeah, that was a very okay. Um, it was better than what it used to be before. I could say a little bit. It gave a little bit more variance to it, but
Right.
it was still okay. Not anything too great to show the boy, I would say. But
Okay.
kudos to the
Y'all,
kudos to the winners.
for real. Y'all watch the halftime show?
Yes, and DJ Khaled.
DJ Khaled, bro.
DJ Khaled must was the most hype thing at the show, to be honest.
My man was going off like everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah, best.
he was singing louder than even the singers. Screaming,
Like, he
through
was
there, I was
saying,
like, oh my god.
He
yeah.
was louder than Lil Baby.
Yeah,
Lil Baby
correct.
was like, I was like, what is Lil Baby saying?
It'd be nice to hear him. Yeah.
You know? And I barely heard that take off. The Migos highlight must be 30 seconds. They had a 30-second feature,
Yeah.
if that long.
Lil Wayne
And
too.
Lil Wayne was very short. But his was effective,
Mhm.
but his was extremely short. I felt like I don't know, like, it just feels they had quality artists,
Mhm.
but I guess they weren't. I guess the performance wasn't there. I don't know what was going on, but I don't think guys were feeling it in Cleveland. But it was disappointing. It was disappointing, and I had some like Migos was there, Lil Wayne, Lil Baby, Mary J. Blige.
She was
She
good.
getting back though.
Yeah, it's true.
Super Bowl, and all that after
yeah.
NBA All-Star game.
Yeah.
She totally changed her character too, if you realize that.
Mhm.
But It was alright. Halftime show was alright. It was alright. I was surprised by DJ Khaled, but the show was alright. Should I bring boy Jericho on?
It's DJ Khaled, man. He's a hype man.
Ah,
We the best.
Yeah, all right. So we can move on to our marquee matchups for this week. So like I was saying before, the game start on Thursday this week, so we got a little break in the week before we get to basketball, as it is for the season again. So we can start with the Hawks versus Bulls. That's the matchup that we got. I actually got Bulls to win this one.
Bulls, bro.
I got Bulls to win this one.
I put my money on the
You got Ray
Hawks
one.
this week. I
Hawks.
got the Hawks. The Hawks on the come up. I think they can trade a position themselves back into the playoff conversation.
Right.
A lot of
Traitor.
people don't, a lot of people
Right.
don't think so, but
Yeah, traitor. Right. Yeah.
them on the path to
Traitor.
doing it. Trey Young been playing out of his mind. I think Trey Young been playing out of his mind pretty much for the whole year. But the team as a whole, they get some rest. They get some guys that was injured back, etc., etc. After the break,
Hmm.
they can go to make a run to get some a good positioning for the playoffs. So they got the Hawks for
All
this one.
right.
Got the Bulls, of
Nice.
course.
Nice.
Got the Bulls to win. And when he let's hopefully Zach Levine and DeMar can get some rest before they resume the match. But
Man, I got plenty of days to rest, man. So
everything being said, I still have the Bulls to win. Got
yeah.
the Bulls. The Bulls. You saying the Hawks are coming up? They're flying up. The Bulls stomping them though. Just
Nah,
remember that.
nah.
Got the Bulls all the way.
Raptors versus Hornets.
Ooh, ooh.
I got the Raptors
No,
All right.
straight off.
Yes.
Let me just put
You
it
got
straight
the
off.
Raptors.
Yes, sir.
LaMelo
Jeez,
Ball
boy.
for the
Jeez, boy.
Hornets.
The Raptors.
Yes, I do. Raptors been playing great basketball.
Hakeem, man, you twinning pun the things this week, boy. 'Cause,
Well,
The marquee matchups.
good luck to winner.
good luck to you.
Good luck to winner.
Raptors.
Raptors.
Raptors at stink, big man.
That's
Hornets
not
still
so.
living. Yo,
Dog.
Hornets is it? Hornets is it for this week for me?
You feel the Hornet could do something to a Raptor? Come on, man.
But Raptors at stink though. So you know you're trying
Yeah.
to tell me.
You being literal.
Huh?
I say you're being literal. At the end of the day, though, the Raptors playing the Raptors playing good basketball right now, and predicated on Gary Trent Jr. He been heating it up from the tree, boy. Like, and this
he
the rest of the
been-
team,
yeah.
Pascal Siakam too. I didn't expect he to come out and be playing this good. He man playing great basketball. He man getting points in bunches. There's a long team, Scotty Barnes, good defensive team.
Mhm.
Hornets got to outscore people to win. And if it comes down to defensive battle,
But that's what every team gotta do to
no,
win.
that's not so. I mean,
No,
in the
no,
sense,
Not necessarily. But they
in-
got
Literally, though,
they really got to. Hornets is not really a defensively
team,
oriented team
exactly.
for the most part. Their players are kind of small too actually. But
Slippery, big man, slippery.
Hornets to win regardless. Hornets to win. I
Right.
think they're going to fire. They're going to firepower.
Hornets to win.
And I feel like
That's
the
thing on
Raptors,
the Raptors.
I feel like the Raptors got the players to stop them from being able to score. So we can see how
Can't
that
stop.
thing done.
Can't stop an all-star, buddy.
Was that Lamelo?
LaMelo Ball.
What? Look, go on, Hakeem, do.
Can't stop the all-star.
You want on the Lamelo Ball height.
It's true.
The last. Go ahead. You were saying something.
Nah, I was saying Melo's definitely one of my favorite players for sure.
Mm.
Like, the man can play. The man's a baller. Like he's going to be a perennial all-star. If he has the right pieces around him, he can. I believe he's going to win a championship as well too.
All right. Nice futuristic insight. Last game we got on the matchups is 76ers versus Wolves. I think James Harden playing this game.
I think he should be.
Should be.
It'll be after all-star break.
Yeah,
Once
he's
he's
supposed
healthy,
to be coming
should-
back after the
be
Hotspur
playing,
break.
yeah.
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 Yeah. Okay. Who you got? Hakeem.
I got the Wolves.
Cool.
I think.
Timberwolves.
Yeah. I got the Wolves. Got the Wolves.
Who you got, Hansel? Let me hear it.
My man. I don't want to go with the 76ers. That's the truth. I don't think Joel and be done yet or slowing down yet. So I
Alright.
think. I mean,
I think when I know who we.
Not not to not Timberwolves. I mean, Timberwolves playing good basketball. I mean, all the teams playing good basketball. This is, I think, one of the toughest matchups that we got at this point since all the teams getting them groove in a sense. A lot of games have been tight and interesting. So I wouldn't be surprised if 76ers lost to Timberwolves, but at the end of the day, I think I gotta stick with the 76ers for this one. James Harden coming in. Yeah, we all know that gelling, that chemistry supposed to be a factor in in their gameplay negatively. I guess it will affect them negatively, but they could always revert back to what they've been doing for the entire season if James Harden and the big man don't work out. So 76ers for me, man.
36ers.
So you know,
We
you got the
shall
Wolves.
see.
76ers.
There's very little to say about that. You got the Wolves. Full stop. What's in there?
But that's you say,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
yeah.
So I think that's pretty
That's
much
it for
Yeah.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. So yeah, peoples, if you want to get involved in the matchups for this week in the predictions, definitely comment down below, or you can visit us on Instagram at Hastro Bros. Also follow us on Instagram at Hastro Bros and get involved. We'll be interested to see what your picks are as well. And I feel like we could do like a fan count where we like just see the majority of the fan picks and then say, okay, the fans got this team, blah blah blah, and that's pretty interesting to see how that goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a nice show. It's been interesting. It's been short, but it's been fun to chat it up with you guys again. Hope you
sir.
guys enjoyed the show as well. If you got any final remarks to say before we break for a week.
Team
Nah.
LeBron. All-Star weekend. Looking for a great show. We're looking for dominance. That's what we gotta say.
A couple of hours and we'll definitely find out.
It's true.
Anything from you, Rayvon?
Good luck to win on the predictions next week. Um,
But my
Everybody-
God, am I confident?
everybody going
Yeah.
against the well, I mean, I guess I might be considered the one not going against the grain this week, but I feel they can be a
Yeah.
little bit of a shake up this week from what we would normally think.
I mean, it'd be interesting. If I lost any, I wouldn't be surprised. Like I was telling you,
Yeah.
like man playing good basketball.
Exactly.
So can't get vets really.
Exactly.
I will get vets if my teams lose bad, but other than that,
L is a L, bruh.
yeah, other than that, it's good. Anyways, people, thank you so much for joining. It's been Hastro Bros, another show presented to you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And we'll be back next week. So see you later, family.